And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down for the offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Back to throw, it's Beck. Working the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catches, plenty to give them a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Ball State.
First and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's dealt. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ball State, 0.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. offense set on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. It's caught. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the run, it's slow. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Cardinals are rolling down the field. He'll try the left side. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels.
Looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Give to the running back. Sweet cut there. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And those physical runs tend to toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Looking to pass. It's back. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Out of bounds at the 32. That's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Ball State 3.
First down to start the drive after the break. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to throw. It's back. Looking left. He's got it. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
He fires a bullet to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Takes the handoff. It's slow. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
29 Philly.
He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They are up by 7 over Virginia. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Beck. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
On second down, looking again to throw. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
On first down from the 13-yard line. He wants to throw. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll fire. Getting some heat. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, Ball State 17, Georgia 7.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. He's going to pass. Pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
The defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Going up top on first down. He's going up top. He caught it. Powers through. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah.
For a huge game!
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
On the move, it's slow. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The give on the inside. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Touchdown, Ball State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 10 to Vanderbilt. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes a connection. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, now on second down. The give from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Georgia going up tempo. They move the tight end all over. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Comes out throwing on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lovett. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
First and goal, Georgia.
The snap sets up the throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They want to just keep throwing it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Into the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds space on the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
29 Philly. 2-0.
Now the play fake. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a catch. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And this dude is doing work. He's now over 150 yards receiving, Jesse.
He's like the new age tight end, isn't he, Reese? I mean, he's a guy that can get in a three-point stance. He can flex out. He can play the split end position. He can play receiver. There's nothing this tight end cannot do in the pass game.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Ball State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback adapting. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Humphries. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
37 on the play. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ball State 31, Georgia 14.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Back to throw, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's slow. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Beck. He's moving out of the pocket. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Myers on the move. He's got it.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Back to the air one more time. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6.
Return goes out of bounds.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Still looking on the move. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Scanning the field, it's back. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Add them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Power football with the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the right side. And the Cardinals brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
Well, it's an offense that prides himself on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Let's go!
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? And they'll have to settle for a field goal try.
On the field goal.
It's good. And they'll push that lead down a little further. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them. So you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Take over. First and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beat.
He's going to fire deep. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game.